What is the best thing someone has done in college? At university, a friend met a girl in a club and decided to head out together back to his place. It was one of those 5-bedroom Victorian houses students sometimes rent in the UK. They return to him, and he realizes he's not got his keys and the house is empty as everyone else stayed out at the club. Bugger. But this potentially fatal obstacle doesn't deter our protagonist. With a belly of Dutch courage and his massive intellect, he sets about forming a plan to break into his own home. Then bam, he realizes that a window at the front of the house might still be open. But this isn't a regular window. These houses have a bay window, like a half hexagon that juts out, with a large bottom window and small flap window at the top, maybe 9 inches high, with a sliding latch that can prop open the window during the day. The latch has small holes that hook onto a small half-inch rod at the base of the window. It's about 6 feet to the base of the flap. Sure enough, it's propped open, so he fancies his chances. The problem is that he can't get the leverage to push himself up through this gap. Again he weighs his options. So, sure enough, he asks his new acquaintance for a boost. She dutifully obliges, takes a knee, and clasps her hands together. If anything, she's as keen as he is to get inside. So he pushes off her hands and manages to get his entire head and torso through this flap, so his center of gravity is directly on top of that tiny rod that keeps the top flap open. Ignoring this discomfort, he realizes how epic a drop is on the window's other side. If he leans forwards and slides in, it'll be a straight 6-foot drop onto his head on the other side. But it's other than that, or give up. And he's come this far, so he decides to commit to the maneuver and style it out at the bottom with a sick ninja roll. And that will get him even more cred than merely breaking in, right? So he commits this dive completely, total. Body weight forwards, arms outstretched above his head, ready to absorb the weight of his body and deftly curl his knees up, complete this deft acrobatic move and go round and open the door. Suppose it wasn't for that damn little rod. As he commits, the rod snags first his belt, then jeans, then underwear, so that at the same time as he descends, every layer on the bottom half of his body remains precisely at the entrance at the window. Then, as they reach his ankles, they catch entirely. His body is then swung upside down like a pendulum into the window with an almighty crack, where he dangles. The girl, still in position from giving the boost, stands up to see this guy pinned upside down just inside his own home, crown jewels pressed against the inside of the window, completely unable to free himself. She gazes at what must look like a hot dog, and 2 meatballs slammed against a glass table meet her at eye height. There he remains for several minutes before she has to leap up and unhook his trousers and underwear when he clatters to the floor, completely forgetting the need to break his fall with anything other than his face. Somehow he gathers his composure, readjusts himself, and lets her in for the night. They are married now.